Okay, Dr. Coles, what's your first name?
Charles.
Charles, and you've been using the relaxed sauna in your in New Jersey. What do you call it? A center?
Yeah, Rejuvenation, Holistic Healing, and Longevity Center.
And you've been using the relaxed sauna there for how
Over
long?
10 years.
And you've been using it in your house yourself.
Over 10 years.
And
Personally.
what kind of results have you had for yourself and for your clients at your rejuvenation center?
Well, of course, the first thing that my people are looking for is pain relief. And many persons come in with pains in their joints, and knees, ankles, back, etc., neck. And they have noticed that once they start to use the sauna daily, sometimes twice a day, but mainly in the morning, time when they first wake up, they have experienced decrease in pain. The pain injuries have gone down. One person came in with a bad knee. They couldn't believe how bad their knee was because they've been playing football and basketball and baseball as a young kid. And now being over 40 years old, their knees constantly was aching and in pain. And we said, okay, well, why don't you get a sauna? And so they took a couple of saunas with us, and then they bought one, took it home, and within 2.5 months, the pain in their knee totally disappeared. They said they could not believe how flexible their joints were. And the doctor was telling them, well, maybe you may need a knee replacement. And that's a thing in the past now.
Good, good. Now you yourself, you were telling me a little bit ago, your regimen in the morning and what you do and what it does for you, what the relaxed sauna does for you.
Well, one of the things that I have been experimenting with, I should say, is consciousness. Speaking to the internal organs and tissues of my body. And I find that when I get into the sauna and I start to speak to my heart, speak to my lungs, speak to my different joints and areas of my body responds. Like it listens to the conversation that I'm having because it's in a state of relaxation. It's in a state of love. I'm in the environment of pure energy, which is responding to the loving request that I'm speaking into my heart and my liver and my spleen into my body, and my body is responding from this loving energy, almost like communicating that I love you and I love you too.
So when you first get up in the morning, what is your regimen? What do you do? You use the relaxed sauna and you meditate, and what else do you do? And tell me about your experience in the relaxed sauna in the morning.
Well, one of the things I do when I first wake up is I thank God that I'm here and alive and how grateful we are to be in this universe with the Lord.
Right.
And then we get onto our backswing and just stretch ourselves out. I do some energetic meditation and movement to build up my different bodies, and then I get on to my miniature trampoline and I go through lymphosizing exercise. And then from that point, I top it off with getting into my relaxing sauna. And that way I'm just able to release myself to the joys of and presence of this pure energy floating through my body.
And you can notice the difference with the relaxed sauna. It's like it tops your workout off. It tops off your workout with incredible recovery.
Well, it's total recovery, because what I feel is I'm doing these physical entities, which are very, very good, and then we end it with a spiritual oneness with the light force energy of the sauna. And so I look at that as creating the final step or the final blessing.
So you've been using the relaxed sauna for 10 years, once or twice a day?
Yes, sir.
And when you first heard about the relaxed sauna, what was your first impression of it, and how does it differ from other saunas that you're aware of or you have been in, other infrared saunas?
What got my attention right away was the quickness and speed that the sauna was able to activate its energy field. When I sat down and we just turned on one unit at that particular time, within less than a minute, I could feel the sensation in the moving through my body, and I said, "Wow, what is this?" So that was the most impressive feeling that I've ever had.
Now your sight isn't that good, so you've developed an extra sensitivity to feeling, huh?
Absolutely.
And so when you first got in the sauna, you could feel the energy. It wasn't the heat we're talking about; it's the energy.
Yes, I could feel the energy of the sauna. There was something very, very unique about the system. And as I started to ask questions, I found out that the inner walls of the sauna is made up of a reflective type of material that maximize the and increase and enhance the light force that is coming from the unit.
Yeah. And so you can feel an even distribution of the healing light penetrating you from every nook and cranny of the tent.
Just like in the morning, it was like a wake-up call.
Yeah.
You know, at one moment your body is asleep, and another moment it's awake. And what's the process of being asleep and being awake is nothing more than awareness and feeling of consciousness. And that's what I felt when I stepped in here. There's something going on here that is awakening my inner consciousness.
And have you been in other saunas to experience? Have you experienced this in other saunas?
I've been in a lot of different saunas throughout the world.
Yes.
And so this was a quite unique experience that was different than other saunas. And you know, heat is always good, because when the heat flows into the body, it stimulates the bones, the bone marrows, and the cells into activity. But this sauna is more than just heat. It has another vibrational hit or beyond. It's beyond heat.
Yeah. And you can feel it.
And I can feel it.
And you felt it right away.
And that was the difference.
Yeah. And because you've been in many other saunas.
Yes, it's like if I could say this in very small quotation mark, no, gigantic quotation mark.
Yes.
It's like uniting the spirituality with the physiology.
Yes.
And so that's what I feel is occurring here, that it is beyond the physical realm.
That's great. I know. I've been promoting the relaxed sauna myself for 20 years, and I just love it when people who are very sensitive can explain the difference, because your normal person, even those, most people, when they experience it, they say, "Oh my gosh, this is worth." You could talk for a million words, and I couldn't experience from your words what I'm experiencing now. I like to say an experience is worth 1,000 pictures, and a picture's worth 1,000 words. And so just the experience of this when you first did it was profound.
And the thing is, for $1,500, it's a steal.
Yes.
And person might say, well, that's a lot of money, but that's not a lot of money when you compare it to what it costs to fix the body after it breaks down.
Yes.
And when you look at what it costs to fix the body, if you can just spend 1/100th of that or 1/1,000,000th of that in preventing the experience from occurring in the first place, it's worth the journey. It's worth the expense.
So you've had a lot of clients who've gone in even for 5 or 7 minutes, and they've experienced benefits?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Some people are just amazed at how quickly they're able to feel the sensation from this sauna. It's not like any other sauna in the world. And the beautiful thing about it is that it's portable. and
Yes.
that it doesn't take up a lot of room, and you can take it home with you.
Beautiful. Well, Dr. Coles, are you a doctor or?
Yes, I'm a 3-time physician. I'm a doctor of naprapathy, a naturopathic doctor, and a doctor of divinity.
Beautiful. And you've been around for a while.
Yeah, only 40 years.
Okay. 40 years practicing?
40 years practicing. I'm in the 82nd year of my life.
Wow. Oh, you look young for 82. I had no clue. And the relaxed sauna has helped.
Oh, yes. I'm waiting for it to carry me to 182.
Why not?
One step at a time.
One step at a time. And again, the difference before you had the relaxed sauna when you were about 70 and now, how would you describe the difference in your vitality level now that you've been using the relaxed sauna for 10 to 12 years?
My energy is, I can't believe the energy that we're exhibiting right now. I am running and exercising at another level than I did when I was 72.
Yeah.
And I attribute that to doing the program that I just shared with you.
Beautiful.
Doing
Beautiful.
the meditation, doing the jogging, and working with my sauna, and working with the consciousness of my human body in pure loving energy.
That's exciting. Well, I'm glad to be a part of your transformation from great to greater.
Yes. Sounds good.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Coles, and we're gonna see what we can do to make you a celebrity.
Oh, well, the celebrity is right here that I'm sitting in.
That's right.
This is a superstar.
And they can find out more at relaxsaunas.com. That's relaxsaunas with an S.com, and they can find out about the relaxed sauna and how it can improve the quality of their life as well. Any last words?
No, just keep on keeping on, and as I was shared with a consciousness from the institute that looks for money, don't give up on your dream.
Great. Well, thanks so much, Dr. Coles, and relaxsaunas.com, relaxsaunas.com with an S. Thanks so much.
Okay.